Are you ready for the hype? Because today, Games Workshop have put out an advent calendar image that confirms, well, to me anyway, it confirms that the Dark Angel rumors are true. It's all true. Everything. Belial, the box set. Get ready for the Lion Sons coming hard and fast. That sounds very Slanesh, but in the other way, I mean. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, just to quickly bring everyone up to date on what the hell's going on, GW, or the Warhammer community website, is doing an advent calendar throughout the entirety of December. Each day, there's another spoiler image that's happening. Last Christmas, it was Azrael, but we didn't get an advent calendar. It was just surprise Azrael on Christmas Day. The year before that, there was an advent calendar, but it was all similar. It was all part of an Eldar vs. Chaos box set. Now, this year's one is a bunch of different images. Some are 40k, some look AOS. You can argue Necromunda, Old World, everything really. So I do think on Christmas Day this year, they're going to show off a mass amount of brand new models. Maybe just like one big trailer for Christmas Day. But we're talking about the latest image that I'm putting in the background right now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Stormbolter. Now, to your average, Warhammer 40k fan, that may just look like a normal Stormbolter. But for me, right, the connoisseur of the Space Marines, that, my friends, is none other than Belial's Stormbolter. Yes, Belial, the master, or the master of the Deathwing of the Dark Angels. We know from the lore that happened with Belial when he was fighting against Angron, the Lion was there, Vashtor was there, everyone was bloody there fighting. Belial was basically, well, I don't want to say mortally wounded, but he was very, very damaged because Angron, bitch slapped him and he went flying through the air and he was carried off the battlefield. And that led to speculation, of course, that Belial is going to be getting a new model. Maybe the only way to save him was to cross the Rubicon Primaris and make him into a brand new Primaris Marine. But of course, we've also had the rumors as well through the rumorverse, and that is Belial is getting a brand new model with, of course, a bunch of other stuff that was already seen. Asmodai, I'm sure there's some librarian rumors there. The companions, which we'll talk about in a second. But Belial is supposed to be launching before the Dark Angel refresh in spring, and he's supposed to be coming out in a Dark Angel box set. That box set is supposed to have, of course, Belial inside of it, and then full of Terminators, 5 Deathwing Knights and 10 normal, Deathwing Terminators. I'm not sure if they're going to get an upgrade kit in there or anything like that, but that is supposed to be the big box set, and that will include the Dark Angel Codex as well. So you get that a couple of months before the full launch, the full refresh of the Dark Angel range. Now, I'm sure people are going to say, no, it's not Belial, it's this, it's that. Now, one of the reasons why I think it's Belial, and the reason why this image is nothing else, is because of the way the magazines are staggered. If you look at this advent calendar image and then compare it to the Belial model that we have right now, just look at his Stormbolter. It has that staggered effect on the clips, which you don't get with normal Stormbolters. It's kind of like an artsy way of Belial's model, and I think they've carried it over now to this brand new model for, his Primaris form, or should I just say his Space Marine form. We don't really have Primaris keywords anymore, but the point I'm trying to make is that this is the brand new Belial model. Now, the question added on next is, what are they actually going to show off? Of course, it's Belial, but are they going to show off more Dark Angel things on Christmas? Are we about to see the full box set on Christmas? Is that going to be one of the possibilities? The reason why I think that is because if you, again, you look at the advent calendars, I'll bang some images up in the background. There's a lot of evidence that some of the other bits on that advent calendar is pointing towards Dark Angel stuff. So maybe it's not just Belial. Maybe we're going to show off the companions that have been rumored. They're supposed to be something like the Blade Guard, but better, two-handed swords, and I've heard you can have two-handed swords. There's a lot of options apparently you can have with the so-called companions. I don't think the Deathwing companions, by the way. I know a lot of people have been misquoting there. I never said Deathwing companions. I said that they were Deathwing companions in 30k, but I don't think they're called Deathwing companions in 40k. Again, that's my theory. But yes, companions, let's just call them companions. Maybe that's some of their images that have been shown off with the advent calendars, and that was potential going to be a big surprise on Christmas as well for the Dark Angels. I'm hyped. I'm absolutely buzzing. I think what is like, as recording this video today, there's 11 sleeps towards Christmas, so less than 2 weeks before we get some absolute juicy bloody reveals for Warhammer 40,000, and some of the whispers in the warp I've been hearing about going forward next year. Bloody Chaos, Tau, Custodes, Primarchs. If just a fraction of this turns out to be true, we are in for an absolute wild bloody time. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Are you hyped? Are you excited? Or are you just being a boring bear and sat in the corner like, I don't care, right? Bar humbug, Christmas rack and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm buzzing to see what we actually get for the Dark Angels and the rest of the 40k range when it comes to the refresh for the Dark Angels as well. But that's it. Right, I'm going. I should have gone before. See you in a bit. Have a great day. Any thoughts and feedback, put it down below. I'm going to have a nice little chin wag down there as always. See ya and bye-bye.